you how to do this coat hook in OnShape. So you're going to start by creating a new sketch. Document, call it coat hook. Okay, you are going to do this on your front plane. So select your front plane and then go to front view, and then you're going to create a new sketch. Using your line tool, you are going to draw a line 45 millimeters long. So 2 clicks and then put in the value 45, enter. From there, with your line still attached, you're going to go up vertically, and this measurement is 25 millimeters. And then from there, you are going to do an angle. This measurement is 15 millimeters. This angle needs to measure 120 degrees. So let's release that line now by pressing escape, and then we can measure that angle. Remember how to do it. So click on the dimensions, click on that line, and then that line, and then that will give you your angle there, and that needs to be 120 degrees. 120, enter. Next, we're going to use the offset tool, which is this one here, and we're going to offset a line from all of these lines here. So let's approve that first of all, and then double click on sketch 1. Select the offset tool, and then you're going to select the lines that you want to offset, so that one, and that one. And you're going to make that offset by 3 millimeters. And then click the green tick to approve that. Okay, next thing that we need to do is to connect the two lines, this one here and this one here, using the line tool. So double click on sketch 1 again. Okay, now your shape has gone grey. That means that all of your lines are connected. Next thing that we need to do is use the sketch fillet tool to create a nice curve on this line here, and on this line here, this line here, and this line here. So this is your sketch fillet tool. Select that, and then you're going to click on the lines that you want to add that gentle curve to. And this measurement needs to be 2 millimeters on the inside. So using your arrow, you can make the radius 2 millimeters. And then same on this one. It's already set to 2 millimeters, so I'm just going to press enter there. And then these outside ones need to be 5 millimeters. So the radius there needs to be 5 mil. Click on the 2 lines, and then it's already set to 5, so you can just click to approve that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to extrude this shape now to make it 3-dimensional. So using the extrude tool over here, the depth here needs to be 19 millimeters. 19, enter. Let's look at it isometric to see if it worked. Yeah, it did. That's looking good. Let's just zoom in a bit now. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to do a second sketch on this plane here. And this is where we're going to add in the holes for the screws to go in. So let's select that work plane, and then we're going to add 2 points onto the sketch. So we'll go sketch, new sketch over here, and then we're going to use this tool here, which is the point tool, and we'll just add in 1 point there and 1 point there. We can add in the measurements in the next step. So the measurements that we're going to add in are, using the dimensions tool, this distance from here to here needs to be 7 mil. So click on your point, click on the line, and then you're going to drag that out and you're going to put 7 there. You can press enter or you can press the green tick, that's fine. And then the distance from here to here needs to be 25 mil. So click on that point, click on there, and that needs to be 25. Okay, the next measurement we're going to put in is for this one here. It needs to be 7 mil away from the edge again, so click on the point, click on the edge, and then you're going to type in 7, enter. And then the measurement from here to here is 10 mil. 10 and then enter. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to make these points into actual holes. So select the holes first of all, select the point, and then you're going to choose the hole tool, which, let me see if I can find it. I think maybe we need to approve that first of all, so let's approve that now. Let's select that point, then the hole tool is this one here. So you can select both of your points together and then you can select the hole tool. Now here we need, it needs to be countersunk. Yeah, we've got countersink selected. The width needs to be 4 millimeters. The countersink section here, 50 degrees, that's fine. And the depth, oh, let's change that to 90 degrees actually. And then the depth, that needs to be, let me think, 12 mil. Let's make that 10 mil. Okay, let's approve that and have a look at it. Yep, that's looking good. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to round off these corners here because it's really angled at the moment. We want a nice smooth curve on these lines here. So we're going to do that by applying an 8.5 millimeter fillet. So let's select that line, zoom in so you can select it better. Select that one, this one here, and this one here. So we're going to add a fillet. So using the fillet tool here, select fillet, and the radius is going to be 8.5 millimeters. Okay, approve that, have a look at it. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, and then the final thing we need to do is to round off these edges to make them nice and smooth. So let's look at it from the top view again. Okay, I'm going to select this line here and this line here, and I'm going to apply a 0.5 millimeter fillet. So it's tried to do an 8.5mm fillet and it's gone all wrong. So let's just change that measurement there to 0.5. Approve that, and then you've got a nice looking hook. And it's as easy as that. All finished. For some reason that those holes don't look the right size, I might just go back and change those. So click on sketch 2 if you want to change those holes. Okay, not sketch 2, the one below it where it's got that hole sign there. Let's have a look at the instructions. So those holes, they need to be 10mm wide. Okay, I've put in the wrong measurement there, so that should be 10mm. Let's approve that. Oh yes, that's looking better. Okay, the final thing to do now is to turn off these views. So we want to hide the top plane, the right plane and the front plane. And then we're going to put it at a nice angle and then we're going to take a screenshot of it. So on your keyboard you're going to press print screen. Yours might look a little bit different to mine because I'm using a Mac. But just take a nice screenshot of your finished hook and then that will be printed out and stuck in your green book. Okay, thanks for watching.